tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like there's been maybe a little switch with Pamela and Elena in season 3 in the sense that Pamela is accepted into the family and she's now
Right.
trying to be a part of the family. She's not scheming behind the scenes with
Right.
her father.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about her journey and how it's different? And
Yeah, of course. I think that she's been on such a crazy path since the beginning. The fact that she was, playing a part in the first season, and everything that kind of came out of her was a bit of a lie. And she was working for her father, and then in the second season she came out, the truth was out. She was herself, as scheming and revenge driven, obviously, daddy's little girl. And then this season, it's the change is passive. It's nice. She's nesting. She's being a wife. She's finally married to someone that she can be completely honest with, as opposed to her first marriage. So that's it's been quite the change. But for I think my character goes through so many changes every season, and I don't know if this happiness nesting period is going to last long.
Well, because she has that scheming side to her, I mean, how soon will she start to notice what John Ross is really up to?
Yeah, exactly. And I think that she's definitely not to be messed with. She's not going to look the other way. She's, I keep hearing the saying, hell hath no fury for a scorned woman, and then people are adding the Barnes woman part. But, I think that there's definitely going to be a boiling point for her.
How much do you think she married for love, and how much is just kind of for the position? Do you think it's mostly love?
No, to be honest with you, I think the beginning, I think John Ross came into her life when everything was kind of falling apart. Relationship with her father was falling apart. She's lonely. She's a very lonely girl. And I think that when the business relationship with John Ross started, she started opening herself up to him. And I think the marriage came because of a business deal. Them merging together so she can
right,
kind of in a way get back at her father for what he did. And but I think that little by little, it's love. At first I think it was a business deal, and then now it's growing. It's definitely growing into something more special.
Pamela interacting with other characters. I know she's very much in her marriage with John Ross. Sue Ellen's going through a lot. There's a lot going on in that house. How is that impacting her? And is she getting involved with some of those other stories?
Yeah, we all live in the same house, which is so odd. We have all this money. So there's definitely interactions. I obviously I have a lot of scenes, but everything is around John Ross and the company. But I love the scenes when we're here, and it's Patrick and Jesse and Josh and Linda, and we're all just kind of back and forth, and those are really fun. I get to interact a lot. I even befriended Emma on the show, so that's going to be interesting when that whole thing unravels.
She's a cuckoo.
As far as I know, she's lovely. But she's got her side, but none that Pamela has ever seen. So.
Does it feel to be directed by Patrick Duffy?
Oh, it's great. He's great. He's got so much soul and so much love for this show. I think that last week when we all had a really big emotional scene, and it was 8 of us at the house, and we all came into work, and we had an 8-page scene, which is rarely happens. That's a lot of pages. And we sat around, and the way he poured himself into describing the scene and what he wanted from all of us, and what his vision was just so dedicated. And he really took the time to know and to write down what he wanted from each and every one of us. And he would pull us aside and look at this and this is what we want, and this is and you could just tell that he really, really, really cares. And that scene alone, it was literally a 1-act play. It was you, and then but it was flawless. It was flawless, and I think it was because we wanted to come prepared and do what the best we could for him, because we all love and appreciate him so much and respect him. But also he was just so dedicated to it.
What is Pamela's relationship with her dad this season? I mean, is she visiting him in prison?
It's definitely estranged. She has not yet. I think that what happened with him cannot be forgiven nor forgotten. I think that the impact of her losing her children. I mean, obviously, knock on wood, I don't ever want to have that feeling in my real life. But I can't imagine. I mean, it broke her. It really broke her.
If he reached out and said, "I'm being framed," would she even listen at all
I don't
about
know
that
if
side
she
of
would.
things?
I don't know if she would. I think she's kind of set on that, and I don't know if it's displacement on like, okay, no, he killed my babies
Right.
before he's killed JR. You
Right.
know, I don't think she would. I think it would be really hard for her to accept that.
And her mother's back this season. Audrey's back.
Yeah.
Is that? I don't know what you can say about that, but is that a big part of her journey? The mother being back in the picture.
Well, she was back for the wedding.
Right.
So that's I don't know if she'll be back. We have 5 more episodes left. 4 more. 4. So maybe I don't know when she'll be back. But yeah, she was here for the wedding, so it made things really interesting. The dynamic between them is really interesting, because from obviously my homework from the past, from the the original episode and all that stuff, I've seen what the relationship between them is, but it's fragile. Yeah, they don't have a loving mother-daughter relationship. I don't think at least I didn't play it that way.